Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the channel. If you're here, it's likely because you're asking yourself the most powerful question any parent can ask themselves. How can I be a better parent? Today, we're going to be diving into new age parenting, what it means, how it differs from traditional parenting, and how you can raise emotionally intelligent, conscious, confident children while also healing yourself. As a parent myself, I know firsthand how overwhelming, exhausting, and at times guilt-inducing parenting can be. But I also know this. When we parent with awareness, we break cycles, we deepen our connections with our children, and we raise children who thrive from the inside out. This video is about progress, not perfection. So if you're ready to become more mindful, connected, and empowered, let's begin. So what exactly is New Age parenting? New Age parenting isn't about having all the answers. It's not about being soft or permissive or getting rid of boundaries. It's about parenting with consciousness. It's understanding that children are not extensions of us. They are whole beings with their own purpose. It's understanding that discipline doesn't mean punishment. It means guidance. Parenting with consciousness also means that emotional regulation begins with us. We are our children's safe spaces. And conscious parenting is also about the parent-child relationship that is mutual. We learn from each other just as much as they learn from us. So in short, New Age parenting is about connection over control, curiosity over criticism, and compassion over coercion. And yes, it asks us to do deep inner work as parents, but the results are powerful and long-lasting. Now let's talk about the power of self-awareness in parenting. This is the one thing that changes everything. We all come into parenting with emotional baggage. Beliefs from our childhood play a role, wounds we've ignored, and patterns that we've repeated. New Age parenting asks us to stop projecting that onto our kids, to look at ourselves, to take stock of where we are. So we can ask ourselves questions like, when I lose my patience, what's underneath that? Do I take time to respond or react? And am I parenting from fear or from love? Becoming a better parent doesn't start with new techniques. It starts with an awareness of who you are as a parent. When you regulate yourself, you model regulation in your children. They often look at us and see, that's what mom does when she's upset. Well, that is why dad screams his head off. But when we regulate ourselves, we model regulation, and our children will follow suit. When you apologize for screaming, you model accountability. If you maybe shouted at your child, you can always go back to them and say, I'm really sorry, that behavior was not, you did not deserve that. And when you speak to them in a gentle, calm voice, you teach them safety. And remember, guys, this is not about being perfect. It's about being present. That's what your child really needs. So next time something happens or you might scream at them, apologize. Little humans too, and they learn from us. So now I want to get into some common myths about conscious parenting, and I often hear this with some of my clients. So I want to clear up a few myths that often confuse people. The first myth is conscious parenting means no discipline. In truth, it means that we discipline through teaching, not fear. We guide and we don't punish. The second myth I want to talk about is kids will walk all over you if you're a conscious parent. The truth is, children thrive with loving limits and boundaries. Boundaries actually make children feel safe. And the last myth that I want to get into, it's too woo-woo or unrealistic. But the truth is, conscious parenting is based on science. There, we can talk about attachment theory, nervous system regulation, and developmental psychology. We can go on and on and on about this all day and the benefits of it. So you're not spoiling your child with love, you're nourishing them with security. And secure kids grow up into emotionally stable adults. So now I want to share 5 transformational steps you can start taking today to become a more conscious, better parent. So the first step I want to share is regulate and ground yourself first. So when your child has a tantrum or they have a little outburst or they're not having a good day, remember to breathe. If you're overwhelmed, pause, breathe, name that feeling that you're feeling, and give yourself grace. Remember, a dysregulated adult cannot co-regulate a dysregulated child. So attend to your inner world. It's not selfish, it's essential. So remember, the more regulated we are, the more calm our children will be. The second tip I want to share with you is to see your child beneath their behavior. So every behavior from your child is a communication. Sometimes tantrums can mean that there are some unmet needs. Defiance can often signal a need for autonomy. And whining is often a need for connection. So ask yourself, what is my child really needing right now? So respond to the need, not just the behavior. And that's where the healing happens. So remember to see your child beneath their behavior and ask them questions like, what is it that you need from mommy? And often they will tell you. The third tip is really powerful, and this is to repair when you mess up as a parent. So you will shout at times, you will get it wrong sometimes, but here's the gift. Repair builds trust with your children. So say sorry when you've shouted, or I was feeling really overwhelmed and I took it out on you, and that wasn't okay. This teaches your children accountability, empathy, and safety. It shows your child that it makes you human. The fourth tip of New Age parenting is to let go of perfectionism. There is no such thing as a perfect parent, and this is what I often say to my clients. Your child doesn't need a Pinterest perfect lunch or constant productivity. No, they simply need your attention, your presence, and your curiosity. So slow down and take more time to laugh with them. Let them be messy and let you also be part of that mess on some days as well. Get involved while they're painting and get involved while they're cooking and make a mess of it. So let go of perfectionism. And the last tip I want to share with you is to shout out if you need help or if you need support and get the support that you need. Parenting is not meant to be done alone. And whether you enlist the services of a coach or a therapist or a parenting group or even a friend who gets it, seek that support. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who nurture you and empower you. And you're not weak for asking help, you're wise. So if you are looking for deeper support, feel free to reach out on the email below, because parenting it's a journey and I am still going through it. I know I've been there, and it does get easy with support. So to all the parents watching out there, remember, conscious parenting is all of your efforts that comes up in one. And I want to say to all the parents out there, I see you, I see your efforts, I see your exhaustion, and I see your deep love for your children too. And I just want to remind you, you are doing better than you think. New Age parenting isn't about raising the perfect kids, it's about raising conscious ones. So it's about healing parts of ourselves that we don't pass the same wounds forward to the next generations. And most of all, guys, it's about love, unconditional love. So If this video supported you, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to go deeper and you need more support, feel free to email me on the email below or visit my website for more information and more conscious parenting resources. And remember, you've got this, guys. So wishing you love and light. Until next time, take care.